You want to learn how to overcome losing and failure? This video is for you.
Top of the morning, welcome back. This is the Game Changer podcast with Setema Gali. You guys better get your minds right and get up and let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing.
What up, everyone? Welcome back to the show. I'm grateful to have you here with me in my home today. And by the way, I got my new shoes on here. Can you see those? Check that out. All right, here we go. Some new footwear. I'm trying it out in my house. So, how do you overcome failure? Let's have this conversation, right? How do you, what I call, bounce back? Quick story. So, my son, he's an amazing athlete, like 13 years old. Phenomenal. He's great. He's shredded, ripped. He's great attitude, plays football. He's wrestling. Awesome. We had a scrimmage the other night. Scrimmage is where you play another team. It's not a real game, but you control scrimmage and practice. It's a great team, by the way. They're playing this other team. So my son is playing middle backer and he's playing offense. So he's both sides of the ball. He's playing, he probably played like 60 plays, which is like a full game. That's like how many plays we play in college. And he's training hard in our academy, right? He goes to our micro school, Elite Performance Prep Academy. Check that out. So his legs are sore, his body's tired, and he's amazing tackles. He's making tackles, he's hitting guys, he's filling the gap. One play where the running back hits him and he doesn't wrap up. So it looks like he kind of got ran over. Big deal, but when the whole sideline's like, ooh, sometimes we get in our head. We sometimes feel like that's it. And he focused on that one play, which caused him to be really sad and just like heartbroken. I had to tell him after the game, I'm proud of you. It was like one play out of like 30 or 40 that you had impact on, that's nothing. I said, hey, Ray Lewis, old linebacker, all these great linebackers, they get run over. They have bad plays. He's like, really? I'm like, yes, we only see the highlights. So why am I telling you this? In sports, there's something called the bounce back rate. What does that mean? You see, average players don't have bounce back rate. They make a bad play and then they dwell on that play and they're already in the next play and the next play and they're still thinking about the bad play that happened like 5 minutes ago. You know, you miss a shot, you get the ball stolen from you, throw an interception, you miss like something, like you miss a tackle, and no bounce back means that you go in a downward spiral. Well, how does this relate to business and being an entrepreneur? You got to have a fast bounce back rate, meaning you get knocked down, you get back up. Now, how do we do that? Well, let me help you understand this. There's a study done with tennis players, the best tennis players in the world, and the distinguishing thing that divided the top 0.001% players from everyone else is that everyone else dwelled on the mistake and stayed in negative space, negative energy. The top tennis players bounce back was so fast. All right. Boom. Meaning they didn't stay on the bottom. They bounced back. They went to powerful, what I call PPST, powerful, positive self-talk. All of a sudden, you make a mistake, boom, I'm good. Learn, next play. Let's say you make another mistake. Okay, learn, next play. And then the next play, and you just go to the next play. And you say powerful and positive, PPST, powerful, positive self-talk. See, your self-talk and your self-thoughts are going to produce feelings. If you have these feelings that are positive and encouraging and in like locked in, dialed in, on point, you actually perform better. And this is what the top athletes do. This is called bounce back. So as an entrepreneur, right, it's crazy because you got to have insane bounce back ability. You don't feel like it, you get rejected, you lose $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 or $100,000 or $500,000. I'm listing these numbers that I've lost in the past. You have people want a refund and charge your card back. You have people tell you that you're garbage, you're not any good. You have people tell you that you suck. Bounce back. And the bounce back is as simple as, okay, what can I learn? What can I learn? Okay, what will I do? Moving on. That's it. There was a game back in the day, maybe like 10 years ago, Belichick's with the Patriots. They got slaughtered on a Monday Night Football game against the Chiefs, 41-14. And, you know, they benched Brady. Brady played horrible. It's just one of those games. And in the interview, you want to talk about bounce back rate, where they're like, so what did you think? And Belichick was like, we're on to Cincinnati. Well, what about Brady's? We're on to Cincinnati. Well, are you going to bench Brady? We're on to Cincinnati. Like, he had already moved on. The game was over. They lost the game. He's moving on. And some of you need to be like, we're on to Cincinnati. We're moving on. We're not dwelling on the past. A lot of your struggles today are coming because you are living in the past. Still, what happened last week, what happened last month, what happened last year, what happened yesterday. Bounce back rate means I learn and I move on really fast. I bounce back and I'm not focused on the missed tackle or the deal. I learn and I move on. I love what old Conor McGregor says. Conor McGregor, I didn't come to take part. I came to take over. Conor McGregor's like, he lost the fight. And he was like, I remember the early versions of Conor. It was fun to watch. He was like, we win or we learn. We never lose. And if you want to reframe that differently, sometimes you just say, hey, we lost and we will learn and we will be back. Because losing means you're in the arena, right? Man in the arena. So what can you learn from this? Bounce back. Now, there's 3 things that'll help you bounce back. Number 1, we talked about powerful, positive self-talk. Number 2 is community. You need a community of people who bounce back fast, of people who are winners, who focus on winning, who focus on doing what's required. If you are in a community of losers who gossip and talk trash and make up lies and talk about other people, and all they do is talk about politics and what's wrong, and they never solve the problem, wrong people to spend time with. Community. And then the third thing is going to be your coaches and mentors. I've coached a lot of people this past week inside of my business, people who were on just the fringe of like losing it. Dark moments, tough times. I'll say it. People who had suicidal thoughts. And these are people running big businesses, people with a lot on the line, people you would never know. So on a side note, make me a promise. My good friend, she said, look at people in the eyes and say, make me a promise. Make me a promise that you'll reach out if you ever get there. Make me a promise that you'll reach out. So side note for all those going through mental health, promise me that you will reach out for help before you do anything that would cause regret with your loved ones. All right, so community and coaches, PPST, community and coaches. PPST is powerful, positive self-talk. Bounce back, community. Oh my gosh, they bounce back and they bounce back. And there's just an energy and an aura around these people. Get in those communities. And then the third thing is the coaches and mentors. You got to have great leadership. You got to be a great leader. You got to have great coaches and mentors. Surround yourself with those people, invest in them. They will help you to bounce back. Again, bounce back is a skill that you learn. It's not just something that's natural. Setema, that's me. I still have moments where my bounce back isn't so great because I'm living in the past. Why would you live in the past? Change it. Focus on what's in front of you. All right, join us for the free masterclass. It's every month. If you like these videos, share this with somebody, tag somebody, subscribe, ding, ding, and then join us on our free live class where there's engagement, there's coaching, there's mentorship, and there's community. Hit the link inside of the description. Thanks for watching this. I appreciate you. And again, this is always about becoming a game changer. Your greatest self to lead, to love, to learn, to live, and to give back. Until next time, my friends, I'm out.